House of Horrors mother, Erica Murray, will serve 1 to 3 more years behind bars.
She was sentenced this afternoon in Worcester Superior Court. Murray was arrested back in 2014 after 3 dead babies were found in her closet, and her children were found in the house's squalid conditions. She's already served close to 5 years in prison.
Eyewitness News reporter Kate Walsh has been covering this trial and was at the sentencing today. She joins us live in Worcester with a breakdown of the sentence. Kate?
Stephen, Shannon, everyone here in court today agreed this is a case unlike any they've ever seen before. So much so that the judge said she found the guidelines for sentencing on these convictions to be inappropriate, and that Erica Murray's state of mind at the time of the crimes weighed heavily on her decision.
You know, I was hoping that she would be walking out with me, and I'm disappointed that she's not.
Erica Murray's fate has been sealed. Worcester Superior Court Judge Janet Kenton Walker sentenced Murray to 4 to 5 years in prison on one of 2 assault and battery charges on Murray's young daughters.
They were vulnerable not just because of their age, but because of the circumstances that they were in.
The judge sentenced Murray to 2 to 3 more years behind bars on one of 2 animal cruelty convictions. Erica Murray has already been in prison for close to 5 years since her arrest in the Blackstone House of Horrors discovery back in 2014, in which 3 dead babies were found inside. She was acquitted on murder charges in their deaths.
I cannot punish her, as some might want me to, for the fact that the remains of 3 babies were found in the closets.
Based on time already served, Murray will likely serve 1 to 3 more years behind bars. Murray's attorney Keith Halpern said there's never been a case quite like this, so he and his client were not sure what to expect in a sentence.
She didn't intend to do it, and she didn't recognize that it was being done. But I don't think you can look at what happened to these kids and not say, you know, it's not a serious offense. It's serious. I think the challenge here is, how do you factor in her mental illness?
After her time in prison, Murray will be on 5 years probation for the other charge of assault and battery on her daughters and animal cruelty. At that time, she cannot have any unsupervised contact with children under 10. We're told Murray's parents and other family members were inside the courtroom today for the sentencing, the first time that we know of that they've been here in court during this trial. New at 6 o'clock tonight, we asked Murray's lawyer what's next for her after she's free. Live in Worcester, I'm Kate Walsh, Eyewitness News.
At 6, new details on the sentence handed down this afternoon against Erica Murray, the woman at the center of the Blackstone House of Horrors case we've been tracking for years. As we broke live at 5, she's been ordered to spend more time in jail.
Eyewitness News reporter Kate Walsh was in court for the sentencing. She joins us live from Worcester with the latest developments. Kate?
Well, Erica Murray could re-enter society in just over a year's time at the earliest, and her lawyer said she's attended every training program she's been able to in the past 5 years while serving time at the Women's Correctional Facility in Chicopee, and that her family is also ready to help her re-enter society in her new life.
Mr. Court Officer, Ms. Murray is in your custody under sentence.
36-year-old House of Horrors mother Erica Murray will serve 1 to 3 more years behind bars. Worcester Superior Court Judge Janet Kenton Walker sentenced her to 4 to 5 years in prison on one of 2 assault and battery convictions and 2 to 3 more years on one of 2 animal cruelty convictions. But Murray has already served close to 5 years in prison. That time will be taken off her sentence.
She'll be parole eligible, I'm guessing, in about a year. I suspect that she'll be seen as a very low risk in terms of parole eligibility.
The disturbing details in this trial, the 3 dead babies found in a closet, the squalid conditions of the house, the debilitating state of Murray's 2 younger daughters were discussed in sentencing.
Put the case out of my mind, but 2 aspects of it continue to sort of haunt. And one of those is the children.
I have taken into serious consideration, and it's weighed heavily on my mind, her mental state at the time that the offense occurred.
But Murray's attorney says her state of mind has improved significantly since being separated from her boyfriend and the father of her 4 living children and 3 dead babies.
I think she hopes to lead as normal and as anonymous a life as she possibly can, and work and be left alone.
Now, a large part of this trial was the determination that everything Erica Murray did, in addition to her mental illness, was her debilitating fear that her boyfriend, Ray Rivera, would abandon her if he found out she had any more children. Now, Ray Rivera is due to stand trial in relation to this case as well, and we're told his next court appearance is sometime next month. Live in Worcester tonight, I'm Kate Walsh, Eyewitness News.